What's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn, and I'm about to tell you how you run your pond without doing any water changes. That's right, any
From
water
this moment
changes.
on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh ha ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh ha ha!
Enough with the shark bait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, bop.
Now, you're probably saying, D, I never thought about doing water changes on a pond, but also that depends on what kind of pond you have. Do you have an in-ground pond? Do you have a container pond? Do you have a fountain? Do you have something in a bucket? Do you have a Rubbermaid container? Well, I'm going to tell you this is how I do no water changes on my pond. And it's called rain. It's called good old-fashioned rain. Right now it's raining. As you can see, the floor is wet. Plants are growing and the pond is filled to the rim. Who is that person that say, "Yo, D, are you ever planning on filling that pond?" Yes, I am, but guess what? I'm not filling it. Mother Nature is filling it, and the fish are living their best life. They don't have no problems now, baby. They're living their best life. But anyway, one thing you have to consider, regardless of the size of your pond, container, in-ground, whatever, you have to plan a contingency for overflow. If it's in the ground, if it's above ground, if it's a container, if it's a tub, rain will raise the level of your pond. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want your fish flopping around on the floor when you get home one day. So what you do right now, this is my 70-gallon, 6-foot Rubbermaid trough, more or less. And I have a overflow. If you look real close, it's about 2 inches. I could have actually made it a little bit higher, but I kept it well below what I call the support rim of this tub. And look at the fish. He's like, "What are you pointing to?" These guys are so not afraid of me. But anyway, this overflow, which has a nice little screen on it, is made so that when the water reaches its maximum level, it's going to go through this bulkhead and run out into my little lily tulip planter, which is probably better if I put my tomatoes there in retrospect. Then I would have had nice tomatoes. But look at all of the growth in here. It's just actually fertile water, because the fish are living their best life, the plants are living their best life, everything is growing in here, bacteria is alive, everything is alive in here, and we're reusing this water. I could probably improve on this down the road. I probably will. You can see water actually running at a trickle right now into the pot. If you look real close, if I move this, it's running right into that pot, and the excess just runs out of the bottom of the pot. I'm gonna probably put a what I had here last year. If you go into the corner here, I just didn't pull it up because it was a lot of work. I had this trough. Okay, move, spiderweb, you're in my way. I had 2 of those containers, one which I was raising mosquito larvae to feed my fish. A little water would run in there, and I had another one which I would use to capture water from my other systems, like this. This, I could put anything in there. This is a little mini tub for you guys that follow me on Instagram. I said the poor man's container pond. Well, here it is. It's my son's protein powder container with a little rim around it. I have some rocks in it so it doesn't fall over. And I have some floating plants in there. And that's it. It's cute. I just have it in here just to goof around. It's like my little bird feeder right now. My birds come down and drink water out of this, because they used to sit on top of this and try to drink, but I put the screen on it. But this is how you run your system off of Mother Nature. Solar power is powering it. Mother Nature's rain is feeding it. The plants are filtering it. And everybody's just living their best life. You know, you can see the movement. The camera's probably doing better than my eyes. I just fed them some good old-fashioned hikari bloodworms. I'll get them to come up. They're pretty greedy. These paradise fish are greedy. They will eat right now. Before breeding, they will eat and stuff themselves. I believe this one may be carrying eggs. This one's really big. I thought it was a male, but it may be a female. My other albinos, they're sketchy over there in his usual spot. He usually goes in the flower pot. But since the water is so high, he's chilling. The water is high, so there's no challenge for him to go into the flower pot today, right, Sketchy? He's chilling. I have some pennywort over there trying to create distinct areas for the fish so that they don't have aggression. It splits the aggression, the fact that this is a long pond versus a little trough. I always prefer length over depth. Fish don't swim up and down, they swim back and forth, and you get bigger, stronger fish in a longer pond. I've done a lot of different sizes, and in a few years, I've just found that your fish grow faster and breed out better in a larger surface area. Deep water, you don't see the fish, but in a shallow, long area, you see the fish, and it's easy to plant. As you can see, it's easier to plant in a shallower container. You can actually see what you have, whereas in those I see a lot of people use those 90-gallon Rubbermaid, those black troughs that are really deep, and you really don't see the fish. This way, I come out every day before work, I feed him, I can see them, I can interact with him. I can do like this, and he'll come to me. Let me see if he'll do it right now. I just do like this, and he'll turn around, and the other ones will come over there. See how you can see them. I just enjoy my fish so much more. So that is how you can run your container ponds without a water change. Just make sure you have a drain. Make sure you're reusing the water. No standing water. You don't want bugs and mosquitoes, but reuse the water. Tomatoes love that water as long as you have good drainage soil for the tomatoes to keep it moist but not soggy. And the second thing is you can use a Rubbermaid container like that and simply have the PVC go into it, and it's covered, and you won't get any bugs. You'll just be storing rainwater, which I use for my water changers for my scarlet batis and my rainbow fish. They love this water. I take this water out and I change it with the water in the house, and happy days are here again. So till next time, this is D signing out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Just sharing with you simple things. I'm no scientist. I learn by doing it, and I enjoy it. I like to enjoy my fish. Just a simple guy. Look at this guy. Oh, he's big. They ate all of that, mind you. You just ate. You guys are greedy. Look how big that fish is. All right, everybody. See ya. I can't even see the flagfish. They blend in really well, but you can see those leopard Daniels, the long fins, zipping through. Okay, putting the phone down so I can enjoy my pond. Bye.